What is going on, everybody? It's Kyle here, aka The Woodship, bringing you guys another video. Today we're going to something a little more beginner friendly, and you guys might be thinking, Kyle, you're on your almost completely maxed out Town Hall 15. Weird flex, I know. I'm not upset about it. How are you going to be showing us a beginner friendly tutorial? Funny you should mention that. What we're actually going to be showing you is actually going to be in the clan capital today. So, for those of you who don't know, a very, very brief explanation of the clan capital. Something that happens every week is you do a clan raids. So what essentially will happen is you'll attack with a set of armies similar to like a builder base does. How it's Clash of Clans troops, but not completely. In attempts to get capital gold, in attempts to level up stuff in your capital. Now you'll say, well, Kyle, why would I want to do that? If I'm brand new to the game, what does this matter to me? I just need to focus on my base. Well, there is benefits to you. So you get these things called raid medals every week when you finish them. And once you do finish them, you get a certain number of raid medals. You can see in the bottom left for me, it says 992. And for however many raid medals, you can buy gold elixir, dark elixir. You can buy some potions. Research potions were the most common when I was needing them, I guess, let's say. Now I'm just kind of sitting on them at this point. But there are definitely some benefits to you doing this, no matter your level. And this is something that, a strategy I'm going to show you guys is going to be something you can use no matter your capital level. And, yeah, I mean, this is you can use this all the way from Capital Hall 2 when you first start, all the way up to, I think, does it go up to 8 now? I think it's 8. So you can use this all the way up. Is it the most effective? No. Is it one of the easiest? Yeah, it's pretty simple. It just takes a little bit of patience. So without further more, let's get into it. Awesome. So this is going to be our easiest example. Not our easiest per se, but this will be one of the ones that'll be easiest for me to explain. So we're in the Builder's Workshop. So when you look at the raid map, it will show you, and they'll give different names. And the capital peak is locked until everything else has been cleared. And we are going to go attack the Builder's Workshop. So we're going to scout it out first. Just take a quick look at it. This one looks like a default layout where stuff's been upgraded but not really moved. Which we are also guilty of that ourselves. But the easiest way to put down some of these attacks is going to be to bring in a handful of battle rams. I'm only going to use 3. And then a whole bunch of sneaky archers. And if you have the spell space for it, great. Use whatever spells you feel necessary. I always use a rage and a lightning. The zap spells work a little differently in capital raids as opposed to normal raids. Essentially, they do cause that little bit of damage, but what they really do is cause something to reset. And so, because these are sneaky archers, very similar to how they are in the builder base, they actually are invisible for a brief moment. So what you're going to do, and this is why I said, oh my god, there were so many traps right there. Jesus H, y'all. Christ, I wasn't ready for that. You're actually just going to start setting them down one at a time, and so it just does become a patience thing very, very quickly. I'm going to set down another battle ram to kind of break open some of these walls. And for anybody else who's definitely on the newer side, these spells will stay here. So whoever placed the spell right before you, so when I come back to this next raid, this rage spell will still be here, but it won't be there for the third raid. And essentially, this is how you'll essentially play if you want to play safe, at least like I've been telling you to. So I'm going to actually do that, open up all that space. I'm actually going to, I didn't time that right. I was going to say I'm actually going to zap that in order to save it, but I didn't get that luxury. I'm actually going to place down 2 sets of sneaky archers here to make sure I get that cannon taken care of. So that can all essentially just run through that part of the base without any problems. I'm actually now, because I've gotten so much value out of this stuff over here, and I'm already into that, I'm going to put a battle ram over here, just so I can start working on some of the other stuff over here, because these will essentially clear out this section. I'd like to be able to get over there without any issues, but I'm going to have to do that in the next one. I'm wondering if I can do this in 2 or 3 sections. So another thing about capital raids, and I apologize if I'm talking too fast because I'm kind of mumbling to myself. Another thing about capital raids is you're kind of doing this as a team. So it's not like a normal raid in Clash where if I don't get 100% on this or if I don't get a couple stars, it's the worst thing in the world. No. I'm going to come back right back to this base, as much damage as I've done to it, as soon as this attack's over. It's very impressive, and borderline I would be terrified if you told me that you were getting a lot of these first try. and I want to know what you're doing. I've been able, in some higher level clans, I've been able to get stuff in 2 tries using the skelly traps. Can't do that at this moment. So you'll see I got 46% off of the first attack itself. Beam donated to me. Thank you so much, Beam. I love you, man. You're a beautiful person. But we're just going to come right back to it. So you can see all this stuff is still gone. There's still all this progress done to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working around the base again. So I'm going to put down my rage there. And you'll see I'm actually going to zap those so they actually don't shoot at my archers right away. So I'm getting more value out with that zap and kind of making those pause so I'm having an extra uninterrupted second. When it comes to the zaps, it does become a timing thing. So it is definitely a little on the harder side. I wonder if I'll actually be able to clear this in 2, or is it going to take me 3? That's going to be a good question. Well, those couple barbarians will make life a little easier for me. Go over here, put those down just so I can clean those random buildings up. I might be able to do this in 2. Maybe I should have saved one of those battle rams, though. That would have made life a little easier for me, because now getting into this section right here is going to be a pain. And I'm hoping it don't cost me. But the sneaky archers in battle ram is something that I use up until I unlock hogs and the hogs and the skelly spells. Those become the strongest combination in my opinion, as far as capital raids go. So I'm going to be using this up until then. It takes a little bit more time, and it's definitely a little bit more, I don't want to say frustrating, because I'm not frustrated doing it, but I'm sure some people are. I mean, as you can see, I'm just 1 by 1. Oh, I just fat-fingered a bunch of sneaky archers and ruined any chance of me getting this into... Oh, I hate myself. You can rewind it. We might try and slow-mo that back if I have that editing capabilities, which I probably don't. Where I went from like 7 sneaky archers to 1 because my finger was on the side of my screen. I did just get a new phone as I'm recording this, and that did ruin me. Got me down all the way to 96%. Oh, Christ, let's take another look at that. Alright, so I normally wouldn't want to do something like this, but I kind of feel like I have to, right? So we're coming back here. We're going to go back just at normal speed. I'm down to 5 sneaky archers, and you're going to see me place a whole bunch of them just over here. Just fat-fingered the side of my screen and absolutely butchered that part of it, man. That's so sad. And because that was a giant cannon left and a multi-mortar, it was able to wipe me out pretty easily. If that had been something like a spear thrower, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It was not, sadly. But now, because we have a ton left, we actually... Oh my god, that was big sad. We can just start throwing our troops at this kind of stuff and just run through it really quickly. Get these last couple percent. Do me and the Clash World a favor. Do not be one of those people who leaves your base, who puts 2 nice attacks down, and leaves your base at 90%. Don't be that person. It makes it harder for everybody else to get capital gold. And it's just not necessary. It's just not, you're ruining the fun for everybody else. The capital gold all goes to the same place. So you're competing just for the spot on the leaderboard. It is pretty unnecessary, but we're going to go into another one of these bases, and we're going to try this attack again and see if we can get this one, alright? Alright, so now we are at Blue Lagoon, and this is going to be, this is typically when I'm using hogs and whatnot, this is actually one of my favorite maps to attack, but I don't have hogs here. So I'm kind of hoping and praying that I can do this with the sneaky archers. I shouldn't have any problem doing it in 3. I might. I shouldn't. I'm going to hope I don't. That's kind of where I'm at as far as this goes. I'm going to send in another battle ram. I hit a second one with a fat finger. I didn't need to do that. There's going to be a trap right there. Yep, trap there. Use that to clear out a little bit. Put that down. Put down my rage. I probably could have put that down a little sooner. Put down the lightning spell to reset that bomb tower. Almost timed it. Not quite. We're going to put down another archer there, another set of archers over there to kind of get rid of those. And from this type of base, or this one specifically, I'm coming from multiple fronts. It's not something that I would recommend doing probably ever, or truth be told. It's probably better to kind of really take your time with it and just one by one, just place them down, dig into it, as opposed to kind of getting two sides started. It'd be better for me just to get a lot of penetration on this one side and either get pretty far into this or to get pretty far into this section. And that way the rest of it should be an easy cleanup. But I am greedy, so I'm trying to get the best of both worlds if I can. Which, like I said, is really unnecessary. But I'm here, so when in Rome, right? That's kind of the philosophy I'm currently living by. I was able to open up this section over here, which is really what I wanted. Awesome. Okay, so that giant rocket did not get to target me, thank the Lord. It will now, but it didn't on that single archer, which would have blown up my all the archers I just put down, which would have been a little on the sad side. So I got 37% of this one. This one's probably going to be in a 3-tack. A 3 attack. Like I said, the sneaky archers and the battle rams, are they the strongest? Absolutely not. I'm never going to claim they are, but they are definitely one of the simplest and definitely one of the most beginner-friendly strategies. And you'll actually see how that second rocket, the one that I actually zapped, took off later than the first. That was the prime example of the zap just getting a little bit more value out of it and kind of making it hold off there. It was huge there, and the rage is over there just so I can get rid of that quicker. So I can get rid of that with just one set of archers. Beautiful. And now this thing has to pick which set of archers it wants to attack. It's attacking that one. Other archers coming in. Going to kind of come in from the back side of this town hall, so the only thing I'm going to have left when I'm done is coming in over here. Oh, they did get that. I was about to say, I was really hoping they would. We'll put that down just to go over there and kind of help them break that down a little bit faster. Hopefully the sneaky archers will kind of group up on that bow or on that spear thrower. They won't, but it looks like they'll take it out anyway, which will be really nice for us. Bless you, Andy. That was my cat. My cat just sneezed. And I do not apologize for saying bless you to my cat. How do I want to go into this? I'll put a battle ram there just for the extra troops and for cleanup. Make the time go by a little quicker. Sneaky archers back over there. Yeah, this should be a pretty routine 3-stack on a base. Shouldn't be any problem for a third attack. I'll get a lot of value out of the second attack, I hope, actually. And I will. Oh, man. I'll actually get rid of the battle rams after this attack, because I won't need them anymore, right? I have everything opened up that I need to get into. So instead of bringing those, I'll bring in the Raged Barbarians. Not going to be a drastic help, but they'll be more of a help than the... they'll be a bigger help than the Battle Rams are. The Battle Rams are only really that good for tanking a little bit of damage for your Super Archers. Or for, not your Super Archers, I'm so sorry, God. For your sneaky archers. That's really going to be their biggest thing in just breaking open the walls. The Rage Barbarians will actually do some damage. And take some damage. So that's kind of going to be the best of both worlds there for us. We're going to bring in one battle ram just to open this up. Let our Rage Barbarians in there. Couple archers there. A couple archers here. And had I done this a little better at the start and maybe come in all from one side, like I said, this might have been a 2-tack 2. Don't show Beam. He might be annoyed with me for fooling around for a video. But he'll be alright, man. So we're going to go in here. We're going to change this slightly. Nope, not that. We're going to change this slightly. Put a couple Rage Barbarians in there. Put down the one. Do that. Put down the lightning there. Couple of Raged up Barbarians. Along with whatever from the Battle Ram. And they're going to just soak through that. Absolutely love to see it. I don't use the Rage Barbarians often. I probably should use them a little more. But, it's, you know, it's whatever. Not a big deal, right? I still got a bunch of capital gold from those. And I ranked number 5 in the clan so far at 12,475. Not bad. I normally boast in that 14-15K range. Although I don't always use an attack strategy. Occasionally you'll see me using the one you saw me trying to use at the start, where I use the battle boat. I don't know what it's actually called in this. You know. But it's a fun little thing to do, so occasionally I do that when I'm trolling around and I actually get some decent gold out of it. 12 grand and some change is not bad by any means. And now we're actually going to take our capital gold and we're going to put it away. District Hall in the Wizard Valley. Love to see it. Up to level 69. Nice. That's as good as it's going to get. That's the best note to end off on. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other kind of stuff you want to see. I'm actually going to put out another video with more capital raid strategies a little bit later in the month. Maybe next month. I don't know. It depends on how the schedule kind of falls out. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks, everybody.